Hey, it's Keisha. Welcome and welcome back. We're on our next reading in Ask and It Is Given. And I believe it's 18, process 18 that we're on. Let's see. Yes, finding the feeling place. So let us first begin by centering, closing our eyes, taking a few deep breaths in to bring our attention back to ourselves in this moment, in this time and space. Just begin to collect your thoughts from all of the cares, worries, concerns, and dramas of the day. Begin to feel more present, more whole, and more anchored in your body and in this space. Call back all of your personal power. Call back all of your wisdom from any point in time and space. And know that as it's coming back to you, it's coming back clean. And only that which is useful and necessary. If you still feel attached to any person or situation, just go ahead and release that cord and let it go back to source. Likewise, if you feel like anything is corded or attached to you, any person, any unnecessary thing, go ahead and see that cord releasing back to source. Should now feel free and whole. See a column of white light gently descend down over you, enveloping you in its lightness and warmth. Notice in this familiarity, you're quickened by it. Notice even the spaces between the cells are being quickened. Just breathe in that spark of life. When you're ready, we can begin to lift up higher and higher in that column, lift up higher and higher, lifting up out of earthly consciousness, out of physicality, out of earthly constraint. Feel yourself expansive and at peace. Just find your spot in the sacred grove. With your heart open and your mind open, gently open your eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Process 18. Finding the feeling place. So this process will be good to use when you want to improve a situation, when you want more money, when you want a better job, when you want, a happier relationship, when you want a better feeling body. This process will be of great use to you when you are in an emotional set point range between 9 pessimism and 17 anger. And I've included a chart of a list of the 22 degrees of emotional set point in the description box so that you can refer back to kind of gauge where you are in this moment. So, because you are generally giving much more attention to the aspects of your life that you are living right now, whatever you are living is carrying more vibrational weight, so to speak, than what you were desiring or imagining, right? So often people will say, I'm not happy over here. I wish I could be over there. But when asked what it is about over there that they desire, they usually explain what's wrong with being here. right? So even though we use words like I want to be over there or I want what's over there, you're still more of a vibrational match to what's happening here, right? As opposed to where you want to be. So if we talked before about a gas gauge where you simply placed a sticker over it, how that's not helpful, in the same way, if you're not feeling happy, just saying happy words isn't going to get you there. And what's going to determine the opening and allowing of the manifestation to come through is your feelings. So what we want to do is move to a place where we are in alignment, in feeling alignment with where we want to actually be, as opposed to using our frame of reference as where we are now, which is where we don't want to be. Again, most importantly, how you feel is what matters. So the process of finding the feeling place is most helpful in making sure that you're radiating a vibration that is in fact in alignment with where you want to be. And it's a practice that will help you realize what it is you're actually attracting. You're going to use your imagination to pretend that what you desire has already come about and you're now living in the after effect and details of that manifestation. And keep in mind, the mind does not know the difference between something that has happened or will happen or expect to happen, right? It doesn't have that sense of time. So if you can pretend and feel as though it has happened and live from that space and are making decisions from that space, then your mind doesn't know whether it's happened or not, and will begin to encourage situations where you are in fact living that desired outcome. So let's say, for instance, you go to your mailbox and you find a second notice of an unpaid bill. And even as you open the envelope, you're feeling uncomfortable because right now you know you don't have a way to pay for it. And if the bill's already overdue, then the thoughts that you're issuing out are going to be, I want more money, from a place of not having more money. In the process of finding the feeling place, we're going to use our imagination to pretend as if we have all the money in the bank that we need to pay our bills, right? We're going to either imagine that, again, there is an amount of money in our account that more than surpasses what our monthly bills are, and we're going to see ourselves writing those checks and paying those bills with ease, right? Another thing may be that you pretend you have an Amex Black Card where you can charge whatever you want, right, and paying your bills or buying whatever you need, and that on a certain date throughout in the month, you're going to easily and effortlessly write a check for that amount because your bank account is well in excess of that. And so you want to stay in that feeling place and enjoying those emotions for as long as possible. Remember that at 17 seconds, things begin to move. So the longer we can stay in multiples of 17 seconds, then we can begin to hasten that manifestation, and we give ourselves more room to allow for it to come into our existence. Right. The more often you daydream and pretend, and you get into that feeling place, the easier it will become. And that's going to begin to activate new vibrations within you so that you can live more from those vibrations as opposed to the stagnant and heavy ones that brought you here in the first place. Okay. So that is going to be finding the feeling place. Let's have some fun with this for the week. And I'd love to hear in the comments what your experiences have been. And even if you just notice the shift in your thought, right? That shift in vibration, that's the win, right? The win doesn't have to be only the physical result. The ability to apply a technique to shift your emotions in a positive direction is a win in and of itself. The more we can do that, the easier it becomes. And then we find that we simply have more positive things that are already engaging us, and we're able to stay in that higher vibrational space. Anyway, so this is where I will leave you. I look forward to your comments. Please do like, share, and subscribe. That is how we get this message out to as many people as possible and have a greater community from which to share and draw experiences. So there we are. There you have it. I will see you all in the next one, and I'll love you in the meantime. Bye.